All right, good afternoon, everybody. Hope everything's going well. A little bit of a gloomy day here in Georgia, but that's fine because the temps are down and makes things a little bit nicer to get work done around the shop here. And as you can see, things look a little bit the same, but still made a lot of progress here lately. Gone ahead and gotten the 6 out to get some work done, started on that to get the assembly process where it needs to be. This is a car that Jeff had already done a lot of metal repair on some time ago, and then the customer actually did the body work himself, got a lot of stuff beginning to go back together, and then is called out to us for the final assembly on it. So we'll give you some more updates on this, but this is a nice original 1970 914-6. It's all going back together basically as is standard, unlike our other green project over there that is definitely more of a hot rod. But getting things cleaned up, getting the engine bay together, putting all that stuff where it needs to be, getting the oil tank installed, that kind of all the little things that need to happen before the motor goes in. And of course we do have the motor over here just on the other side of the other green car that we did some cleanup on, and got the engine tins powder coated, did a few other things. Jeff did some wiring cleanup on it, and you know, all the little stuff that really needs to be taken care of before you get the thing buttoned back into the car. So starting to make good progress on that. And then since we're standing right over here, I've also got the dirty 930, this beautiful brown on brown 81 930 that we've got finishing some stuff on. We just had the front end painted, so we just had everything disassembled on there. Ended up installing the Renline headlights, which are a huge pain in the butt. I don't know, like, their instructions, there's plenty of tips and tricks out there. It's like, oh yeah, it just snaps together. They don't just snap together. Still kind of a pain. But anyway, that's mostly done now. We're waiting on a few more things. Got to polish up the mirrors a little bit more before they go back on. And do have the new rear seats. They came back in very, very nice. This is original basket weave. I mean, I wish you guys could feel this, but I mean, that is just absolutely gorgeous. These seats that came out perfect, and you know, it's going to be a real nice match for the fronts on there. And you know, the old dirty 930 is certainly not that dirty anymore, but coming right along. Got some new seat belts in there too, so that'll be a nice little touch and addition. And this thing will be pretty much ready to rock and roll. I think we're gonna get it back to the body shop. We're gonna do some work on the tail, brighten that up a little bit, make it nice and looking good. But otherwise, yeah, this one should be going out here pretty soon. And then like I said, back to the green one over here. This is one that it's actually been slated to go to the body shop here for the last week or so. They should be getting ready to come get it any moment now. But I think we're going to go ahead and try to fire up the motor on this one. We hadn't done that yet, but got a little temporary gas tank that we're going to put in it, and you know, try to get it fired up so that way the body shop can move it around a little bit easier. But I have been working on the carbon fiber pretty diligently. I haven't done any updates on it, but it came out, you know, I knew there was going to be problems with it, and as good as it is now, I mean, and it's turned out quite good. Big problem on the corner here where we got sanded through, but ultimately, you know, pretty darn nice, I have to say. But unfortunately, like I said, there are some inherent problems that really started with the first layer of resin that I used. I used some old resin, had a blue tint to it, and so there's actually a blue tint in this carbon, which kind of sucks. You have to hit it at the right angle, and then there's a few other little spots. But I already did a test run on it. We are going to clear it with a satin clear coat finish on it. So as much as, and this is just sanded down right now to 1500. It's not polished out, or I'm sorry, 3000. It's not got any polish on it, but I'm going to go ahead and just, you know, we're going to do a satin clear on it, and it should hide all the little imperfections, or most all of them. There's a place or two that end up getting sanded through and whatnot, but looks light years ahead of where it was, and I'm pretty happy with it now. And like I said, we did do a test run with the satin on there, and it ends up giving a real nice look to it. So I'm gonna probably do that before we leave this afternoon, and that'll wrap that up. And then, like I said, this is going to the body shop, get the deck lid and a couple other things painted, and then we'll be ready to rock and roll with it. So that, and waiting on a few more bits for the burgundy car. Turns out the engine didn't have any studs on it, so we're going to need those to attach the transmission to it. But otherwise, kind of just chugging along around here. We're going to have another 914 in tomorrow that should be a pretty cool one. It's got a Raby motor in it, makes some good power. So we're going to try to get that thing going and back on the road for the gentleman. But otherwise, I'll just try to do little updates as I can. Like I said, I might finish up this carbon fiber a little bit here before we go. Oh, almost forgot. I got to show off my new shoes. So I'm a big dork, couldn't help it. Check this out. Boom. Porsche Turbo shoes. I was out at the outlet mall with the girlfriend, getting her some new shoes, and all of a sudden, saw these over there in the Puma store. So if you guys want to be a big dork like me, Porsche Turbo Puma shoes. I even got 74 911 3-liter turbo. Pretty cool. Yeah, and you would think, you know, I mean, I think the retail on them is 120 bucks a pair or something like that, but for 40 bucks a pair, you can't hardly get shoes like that for that price anymore. So I thought it was a good deal. Anyway, you guys have a great day. Take care. We'll talk to you later.